True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report.
What's up, Blue Nation? Welcome back to True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, your channel, your home for everything Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm your host, bringing you the hottest information and the most in-depth analysis, straight from the sources that truly matter. Before we dive into today's news, a strategic move that could have big implications for our October run, I need to ask one thing of you, my Blue crew. If you value serious analysis, exclusive news, and a perspective that goes beyond the box score, then please hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Being part of this community means you're always one step ahead. I'm counting on the support of each and every one of you. Subscribe, and let's go on this journey together. All right, let's get straight to it. With the postseason knocking on our door, every single move, no matter how small it might seem, is calculated and carries immense strategic weight. And the news I'm bringing you today is a classic example of the Andrew Friedman and the Dodgers front office philosophy. Find value, potential, and depth where others might not be looking. I've confirmed with my sources that the Los Angeles Dodgers have re-signed right-handed pitcher Matt Sauer to a minor league contract. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Matt Sauer? The guy we just designated for assignment earlier this month? And the answer is yes, that's him. But the story here is much deeper than a simple signing and release. To understand why this move is happening now, at such a crucial point in the 2025 season, we need to look at the big picture and at the specific journey of this player. The Dodgers are in a position of power in the National League West, but no one inside that organization is comfortable. Regular season success is the standard, but the World Series ring is the goal, and the bullpen has been, let's be honest, a consistent question mark. We've had moments of brilliance, but also stretches of instability that have cost us a few games. Fatigue is a real factor at this point in September, and the front office is scouring the market and our own system for arms that can, at a minimum, offer cover, and at best, become an October surprise. This is where Matt Sauer re-enters the picture. For those who don't remember, his career path is fascinating and emblematic of how volatile baseball can be. Sauer isn't just some random player. He was a second-round pick by the New York Yankees in the 2017 MLB draft. That means that, at one point, he was considered an elite talent, a young man with tremendous potential. He had the tools, a fastball that could touch 95 mph and a slider with significant upside. He climbed through the Yankees' minor league system, but for one reason or another, he could never make that final leap to the Bronx. The doors seemed to close for him in New York, and he was exposed to the Rule 5 draft, where the Kansas City Royals, a rebuilding team always looking for controllable talent, selected him. His MLB debut in 2024 with the Royals was, to be blunt, a trial by fire. The numbers weren't good. In 14 appearances, he posted a 7.71 ERA over 16.1 innings. He looked overwhelmed, and the transition to the highest level of the sport proved to be brutal. As a result, the Royals designated him for assignment in May of that year, and he eventually returned to the Yankees organization. Many players might have faded away at that point, relegated to being just a footnote in baseball history. But Sauer kept working. He spent the rest of the 2024 season between AA and AAA for the Yankees, and that's when the Dodgers, always on the lookout for undervalued talent and reclamation projects, took notice. This past spring, they signed him to a minor league deal, seeing something in his arsenal that they believed they could refine. The Dodgers coaching staff, led by Mark Prior, has a well-earned reputation for transforming pitchers, for finding one small mechanical flaw, a tweak in the repertoire, or a new mental approach that unlocks a player's potential. And with Sauer, they saw glimpses of it. In 2025, before being let go, he got his shot with the Major League club. Amidst the injuries and inconsistency that plagued our pitching staff, Sauer made 10 appearances in Dodger blue. The surface numbers again don't jump off the page. A 6.37 ERA in 29.2 innings of work, is not something that inspires immediate confidence. He managed 24 strikeouts and issued only 8 walks in that span. But this is where the analysis has to go beyond the obvious. The Dodgers front office doesn't just look at ERA, they dive deep into the analytics, the metrics that tell the story behind the numbers. And that's where the decision to bring him back starts to make sense. He's not returning to the 40-man roster, which means this is a zero-risk depth move. He'll report to Oklahoma City, where he'll stay active, stretched out and ready should the unthinkable happen. Think of him as a last-minute insurance policy. Now let's break down the why behind this bet on Matt Sauer. Why bring back a pitcher with an ERA over 6.0 in the MLB this season? The answer lies in the details that often get missed in a surface-level analysis. As I mentioned, the Dodgers front office under Friedman is obsessed with data that predicts future performance, not just data that describes what has already happened. And 2 of Sauer's statistics from his time with the Dodgers this year are very eye-catching and, I can guarantee, were the deciding factor in this re-signing. The first is his walk rate. In his nearly 30 innings, Sauer posted a walk rate of just 6.2%. To put that into context, the MLB average hovers around 8.5%. This places Sauer in an above-average tier in terms of control. In an era of baseball where walks are seen as one of the biggest sins for a pitcher, especially a reliever, this ability to attack the strike zone is an extremely valuable asset. For a team like the Dodgers that preaches efficiency and not giving away free base runners, having an arm, even as depth, that consistently fills up the zone is a major plus. It indicates that, despite the runs allowed, he wasn't self-destructing with a lack of command, a problem we've seen from other arms that have come through our bullpen. The second metric, and perhaps the more impressive one, is the quality of contact he allowed. Sauer permitted opposing batters to hit a ball over 95 mph, the definition of hard contact, just 36.8% of the time. Again, for perspective, the league average is consistently above 40%. Being under 37% puts him in elite territory for avoiding solid contact. What does this tell us? It tells us that while he gave up runs, which can be attributed to a number of factors, like bad luck on balls in play, or BABIP, poor defense, or 1 or 2 misplaced pitches that left the yard, he fundamentally was not getting squared up by hitters. He was inducing weak contact. The combination of a low walk rate and a low hard hit percentage is the holy grail for pitching analysts. It's a profile that suggests his inflated ERA wasn't telling the whole story, and that, with a few tweaks or perhaps better luck, the results could be drastically different. It's exactly this type of discrepancy between surface results and underlying data that the Dodgers front office loves to exploit. So, what does this mean in practical terms for the home stretch and the postseason? It is highly unlikely, as sources indicate, that we will see Matt Sauer pitching in a playoff game in October. The postseason roster is a select group comprised of proven, trusted players. However, his presence in the system is strategic. He provides a layer of protection. If a bullpen arm goes down with a last-minute injury during the series against the Giants or Padres next week, the Dodgers won't have to scramble for an outside solution. They will have a familiar arm who has been with the club this year, who knows the coaches and the system, and who possesses an attractive analytical profile, ready to be activated. He will effectively serve as part of the taxi squad in Oklahoma City, staying in game shape. Furthermore, this is a move that also looks ahead to next season. By bringing him back now, the Dodgers can continue to work with him, perhaps send him to the Arizona Fall League, and have him as a depth option for the 2026 roster. It's a continuous tryout, a chance to see if they can finally unlock the potential that made him a second-round pick all those years ago. Final analysis. The re-signing of Matt Sauer isn't a move that will make national headlines. It's not going to change the World Series betting odds, but it is a window into the mind of the Dodgers organization. It's a move that underscores the relentless pursuit of efficiency, depth, and competitive advantage in the margins. They are betting on the process, the analytics, and the ability of their coaching staff rather than being swayed by an inflated ERA in a small sample size. It's a low-risk play with a potentially useful reward, either as an insurance policy for this October or as a reclamation project for the future. Now, I want to hear from you, the Blue Nation. What do you think of this move? Do you see this as a smart depth play by the front office, trusting the analytics? Or do you think the Dodgers should be targeting more established names, even for the minor leagues? Drop your comments below. I read every single one, and I want to get this discussion started. Thanks for watching. If you want to stay ahead of the news and get analysis that goes deep into the Dodgers' strategy, make sure you are subscribed. This is True Blue Nation, Dodgers Report, bringing the truth to the most loyal nation in baseball. I'll see you next time.